Hello, friends. Welcome. Welcome to yours and mine, Cozy Corner. My name is Amanda, and on this channel, we talk about books, and more books. Hello, friends. Thanks for joining me. Well, this video, I haven't decided what I'm going to make the title yet, but last week was my birthday, and for my birthday, I got to go to one of the bookstores that I don't know why it's taking me so long to get there, but it's a bookstore in Raleigh, North Carolina called the Quail Ridge Bookstore. And I've been wanting to go there for years. Again, I don't know why it took me so long to go there, but I did go there. And while I was there, I got, of course, a couple of books, nothing too major, a couple of books, some tote bags. Then I had to check out their Barnes and Noble, or at least one of their Barnes and Noble. They have multiple locations. And I actually went to their Ollie's as well. In this particular video, I don't think I'm going to do the Barnes and Noble haul. I will probably wait and do that for another video. Not that I bought very many books, but because I may include some clips of the bookstore, the Quail Ridge bookstore, I just don't want to make the video too long. So I think this is probably just going to be a haul on the Quail Ridge bookstore and then that of Ollie's, I think. Okay, guys, so the first thing I want to show you is the two little tote bags that I got from the Quail Ridge bookstore. This is the first one here. It says, I read banned books. I think it's just a cute little tote bag, and it has both the same thing on the front and the back. It's that kind of cheap plastic, so it wasn't very expensive. It cost $4.99. And then I got a second one, which I think is really cute as well. Same thing on the front and the back. There are little books on there, same type of plastic. And this one also was $4.99. Now, I got 3 books from there. The first book I got from there is Shanora Williams. And this book was on sale for 30% off. So being that I've read Shanora Williams books before, I know that she's a good author, and I knew I probably would enjoy this book. And the fact that it was 30% off was even better. Let me read a quick blurb on the back of this for you. It says, an upstanding political candidate, a determined stalker, a shattering lost weekend. Now, when his worst secret comes calling, how far will one man's elegant, all too devoted wife go to uncover the truth or bury it? I can tell you from my experience with Shanora Williams books, and I believe at this point I've read either 3 or 4, you're never ready for the twist that's coming. So this has been on my TBR list to read, and the fact that I was able to get it 30% off, that's really good for me. So next. Okay, so the next book that I got from there, and forgive me if I mispronounce the author's name, but this is Naima Simone, and the book is called Church Girl. And a little brief synopsis on the back. It says, she's a preacher's daughter, a runaway bride, and now the not quite qualified nanny for a sexy tattoo artist with a beautiful daughter and a dirty mouth. What's a bad boy to do with a woman like her? Everything. Now, I'm not going to lie. I purchased this book for the cover. I don't know how well y'all can see this cover here, but the intense look that's on his face, she has just sheer happiness on her face. But he just has this very intense look, like just deep in thought. I bought the book for its cover. Now, being that this is a contemporary romance, I'm certain that there's probably going to be some spice in there. I'm not going to trip about that because I understand that when you buy, romance book, a lot of times, regardless of what the cover looks like, there's a hint of spice in there, if not a lot of spice. But this was just such a beautiful cover. I just could not let this go. So hopefully this one will be a good read as well. Okay, so the last book that I bought from Quail Ridge Books is Marigolds and Murder. I do not know how to pronounce this author name. A.K. Ikazo. I'm pretty certain that is not how you pronounce the author's name. So sorry. Um, my mom actually grabbed this book for me. I'm not going to lie. We didn't read the synopsis or anything. We truly got this book because it was just a beautiful cover. And sometimes we know that covers can get you in trouble, but it's so beautiful. And it just, I don't even know how to describe the texture of how it feels. The book just feels good. But anyway, let's actually read the synopsis of the book. It says, "What good is it to know the truth if you're powerless to change it?" Philadelphia, 1959. I'm not going to read this entire synopsis back here, but it says, "Nobody suspects that private detective," and oh my goodness, I'm going to mess this name up, "Kasumi Okazaki uses prophecy magic to solve her cases, but her uncanny intuition at finding the truth can't help her prove that her new client's wife was murdered, not when everyone else is convinced the death was accidental. And if what her magic tells her is real, then catching the killer might not be enough, not if she's going to be able to live with herself when it's done." Okay, it says that the first book in the Exalted series, Marigolds and Murder, is I don't even know if you can say that on here, is a Q fantasy, Pum mystery that blends WW2 history with magic. Okay, so I don't know. We'll see how this book goes. Hopefully good because I did spend $15.99 for it. So hopefully it goes good. But if anything, this is just a beautiful book. Whoever the artist is, kudos to that person. Really beautiful book. Okay, guys, so those are all the books that I got from Quail Ridge. The next books that I'm going to go over are the books that I got from Olive out of North Carolina. The first one I have here is by Cynthia Murphy, and this is called Last One to Die. And for the love of everything, Ollie and any other bookstore, please stop putting the sticker on the front of the book. Could you please put it on the back near the barcode so that it doesn't drive people like myself a little crazy? And again, it's what bothers me is because when it's time to take it off, sometimes it's just a nightmare. Sometimes it tears the cover. It's just very hard to get off. So that would be greatly appreciated by many, I'm certain. So anyway, the synopsis for this book, and I'm just going to read what's on the back because it's very short. And this is a YA thriller mystery horror. And yes, I know me and YA doesn't always work out, but we'll see what happens. But it says, "If looks could kill." Now, I believe this name is Irish, it will be pronounced Neva. That is not how it's spelled, but I believe it's pronounced Neva. But anyway, Neva has left her small town for a summer of freedom and fun in the big city. But when young women start getting attacked, she quickly discovers that all the victims look eerily like her. Can she trust her new friends? Can she shake off the feeling that she's being followed and stay one step ahead of danger? She's not so sure because if the killer's pattern continues, she's as good as dead. So I don't know if this is going to be really good or not, but the book was only $2.99. The words in it, they're really large, so this is something I can get through quickly, and it's only 271 pages. So again, I think that books, whether they're good, bad, whatever, sometimes a read is just It's read. That's what we do. We read. So let's see. So the next book that I got from Ollie's is The Boy in the Photo by Nicole Trope. And I'm just going to read what's on the back of this because the synopsis is not that long. It says, after 6 years of sleepless nights and endless days of missing her son, Megan finally gets the call she has been dreaming about. Daniel has walked into a police station in a remote town just a few miles away. Megan is overjoyed. Her son is finally coming home. She has kept Daniel's room with his Cookie Monster poster on the wall and a stack of Legos under the bed, in perfect shape to welcome him back. But when he returns, there is something different about Daniel. According to the police, Daniel was kidnapped by his father. After his dad died in a fire, Daniel was finally able to escape. Longing to help him heal, Megan tries everything: his favorite chocolate milkshakes, a reunion with his best friend, a present for every birthday miss, but still Daniel is distant. And as they struggle to connect, Megan begins to suspect that there is more to the story. Soon she fears that her son is hiding a secret that could destroy her family. So that sounds like that's going to be really good. Can't wait to read this one. This one. Okay, so book 3 is Good Half Gone, and this is by Taryn Fisher. Now, one of the things that made me want to read this book, and I know this might be a little controversial for some people, is it has a blurb by Colleen Hoover, and it says, the ending shattered me in a way only Taryn Fisher can. And I know some people have issue with Colleen Hoover for whatever reason. I don't really know the details as to why, but I know that there's some issues with her. But I've read a couple of her books, and the two books that I read by Colleen Hoover, I really enjoyed. So if she said that the ending will shatter you, I'm like, okay, that's worth a read to me. So anyway, brief synopsis. I won't read everything on here. It says Iris, whose twin sister as a teen was kidnapped, but no one believes her. The case then goes cold. Now, as an adult, Iris wants proof. If the police won't help her, then she will intern at the hospital for the criminally insane. Now, this is a psychological thriller, mystery, suspense novel. I have a huge question to start with. Okay, so if her sister was kidnapped and the police, the case is gone cold, or I can't say that they didn't, look for evidence. They just said no evidence, was found or whatever. But why is she going to a criminally insane hospital to intern? Who is there that can provide information to her about her sister? So that piqued my interest, so can't wait to read this one as well. Okay, guys, the last book I got from Ollie's is Snow Globe by So Young Park, and I have to show y'all, this cover is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I have not, okay, well, let me say this. I've watched The Hunger Games. I don't know how many parts of that movie, but I know I saw at least one, and I saw part of the Squid Game. Both of those I really enjoyed. The reason I bring that up is because the blurb on the back here says, The Hunger Game meets Squid Game in So Young Park's dystopian thriller, Snow Globe. So that made me want to actually pick it up, besides the fact that it's an absolutely beautiful book, with the exception of this Ollie sticker on this book. The synopsis is kind of long, so I won't read the whole thing, but just to give you guys a little bit of it, it says, enclosed under a vast dome, Snow Globe is the last place on Earth that's warm. Outside Snow Globe is a frozen wasteland, and every day citizens face the icy world to get to their jobs at the power plant, where they produce the energy Snow Globe needs to keep running. Their only solace comes in the form of 24-hour television programming streamed directly from the domed city. The residents of Snow Globe have everything: fame, fortune, and above all, safety from the desolation outside their walls. In exchange, their lives are broadcast to the less fortunate who watch eagerly, hoping for the chance to one day become actors themselves. Yep, I can see how this would be part of the Hunger Games and the Squid Game. But I want to show y'all this book because I just think it's just so freaking beautiful. Look at that. I mean, is this not a gorgeous book? And show you the inside of it. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning, and that's on the back as well. Um, it's just a gorgeous book, and then the print is fairly large, so I think it's going to be easy to read. It's just a beautiful book, and out of these books, the most I've paid was $3.99. Y'all, that is awesome. I mean, I know some of, you know, I watch a lot of YouTuber videos and booktuber videos, and people do a lot of hauls, which is, exciting and it's great. But like when they're doing this from these large stores, if they're not getting like buy one, get one free or something like that, I don't know how in the world, they can afford that. I mean, I guess everybody can afford what they need to afford, but that's just a lot of money for those books. But anyway, like I said, I did go to Barnes and Noble while I was there. So that was my third bookstore. I only have just a few books from there, but I'm going to do that in another video because again, I don't want to make this video too long. So thank you all for watching. If you would, you know what I want you to do. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.